And somebody over here types in success is service with satisfaction. And Dr. Himanshu types over here knowledge plus skills equal to can be converted into digital success with God's blessing. So I am great and I'm glad that somebody over here uses the words God's blessings because whatsoever we are in today's world is all because of His blessings. We wouldn't be anything without His blessings, and therefore it's very, very important for all of us over here to have God's blessings. And only when we have His blessings, only then we can become successful. So let's begin with today's lecture. So, a warm welcome to all the doctors present over here. Thank you for being present and using your valuable time for learning. I was a part of BNI for 3 years, and what BNI taught me is learning and using your time for learning your new things and implementing new things is always going to be successful and always going to be value for money because learnings are definitely going to get you a lot more earnings. And I'm so glad that people over here are present and they are ready to learn, ready to new understand new skills and implement them in their dental practices. So thank you everyone. Let's understand how can I help you to get more patients? How can I help you to make them loyal? How can I help you to become your customers for life? How can you become successful? How can you get more patient flow into your digital practice? Because we don't want to stay at the same particular position. We want to grow, and that's what my success definition is all about. I define success as something wherein even if I move a millimeter from where I was yesterday, and in the span of 1 year, I'll be moving a lot many millimeters ahead. So even a minuscule of difference from what I was yesterday to what I am today and what I'll be in the future is what I call success as. And let's help. There are different people who are writing success in a different way. There is nothing which is right. There is nothing which is wrong. Everyone over here has given the right definition of success. And therefore, let us understand how can we move towards this definition of success and what is that thing which is missing in us, which is stopping us from going up to that point, earning more money, getting more patience, becoming more satisfied, having a perfect work life balance, and enjoying life the way we do. So before we begin, I would like to have a humble request to people present over here that today's lecture is going to be about 90 minutes. So the total duration is from 3 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. So those all who didn't knew the duration, that's the total duration of today's lecture and today's webinar. It's going to be of 90 minutes. And please ask me as many questions as possible. I love it when people ask me questions. I start speaking a lot more. I start moving into more boundaries, more questions are answered, more topics are covered, and therefore I love when people ask me questions. So ask me as many questions as possible and don't hesitate to ask me any sort of questions. You can use the chat box if you are comfortable. If you want to unmute yourself, just raise your hand and I'll ask you to unmute yourselves. If people can unmute themselves one after the other and ask me as many questions as possible. Use these 90 minutes of yours for yourself, and I'm sure you're going to be much more happier, much more satisfied, much more successful than what you were there yesterday. So close all the other tabs so that you can just focus on this particular thing. Imagine I giving a lecture at the same time I'm using my mobile phone to scroll through WhatsApp or scroll through Instagram and Facebook. I'll not be able to deliver my best. And therefore, what I'm asking of you is to close other tabs and just focus on one particular thing that is today's lecture. And as I speak, I have one more chat over here. Amar Ali is asking me, don't you think manual root canals was better than today's rotary endodontics? I'm personally not satisfied with rotary. Manual root canal kinds give me more satisfaction. So Amar, I was blessed to have fantastic trainers, and I was blessed to have fantastic gurus in endodontics. My guru for endodontics was, is, and will always be Dr. Anish Navre, who has trained me in endodontics, and I'm blessed to be his student. I'm blessed to be associated with him. And if you feel hand endodontics is much better than rotary endodontics, please go ahead and do it, because what Dr. Anish Navre had taught me is the only difference between hand endodontics and rotary endodontics is the speed of the file. A file using a hand in endodontics is going to rotate at 20 to 30 rounds per minute. Over there, it's going to rotate at 200 to 300 rounds per minute. However, if you want to do rotary endodontics, you cannot do it without hand endodontics. So, forming a glide path and all those things are a must before you jump to rotary endodontics. If you are satisfied and if you want to continue with hand, do continue if that helps you as well. However, we are going to speak of lots of non-clinical things today. So take as many notes as possible. Please take screenshots as and when you require it, because this is what you're going to have and this is what you're going to save for your rest of your life. So go ahead and do it. And I'm going to be completely transparent as to what all things that I did when I became successful. So ask me as many questions as possible, and I'm sure I'm not going to lie to you. And I promise to you that I'll be completely transparent and give you all the things that has helped me become successful and has helped lots of dentists at the academy become successful. And I have one over here, Dr. Sonam, who has also attended a national session on rotary endodontics. Yes, he is magic. He is that wizard who is present over here, a person so calm, a person so relaxed. You just go to him and you fall in love with that person. Fantastic person, a great human being, and a fantastic clinician, superb at endodontics. So I love endodontics because of Anish. Moving ahead, I have seen that we face lots of problems in our clinic lives, and as many people over here has defined success, let us connect with what people are having. As one person already said, I want to work less and have more revenue. That means the problem is we are not able to satisfy, or we are not able to have a perfect work-life balance, and that's what we want over here. We want a fantastic work-life balance. That's what we are present over here for. That's the problem that we are facing. The next problem is we are unable to make effective use of time, and that's why we are not able to focus on family. When we come home, our minds are still present at the clinic. We can't manage the track of incoming and outgoing finances. We earn X money, however, at the end of the month, when we try to calculate the balance or the profit which remains back, we don't understand the profit which is there, and we never understand where did the money go away. There are people who don't earn so much of money as well. That's one more criteria. We want more workflow, we want more patience. We are unable to create a culture of team building at our dental practices. Everyone wants to score a century, however, nobody wants to work together with the entire team, and that's what the biggest problem is all about. Everyone should work as a team. We lack influence and power. We are unable to cultivate loyalty and trust. That's what one of the dentists over here at present. We can't convert our consultations into treatments. That means our leads into customers, and we can sustain them for a longer period of time. We are unable to position ourselves as the best and the most friendly dental professional whom they should opt as compared to the others present over here. We are unable to increase the flow of new patients. Many of you present over here today told me that increasing the patient flow is what success is all about. And many of you told me over here that we want more patients, and that's how we define success. So let's see how to create a fantastic first impression, how to establish authority, and how to continue growing ahead and learn many things and becoming successful at our dental practices. However, when I say there are so many problems, there is no fault that we have made because nobody taught us all these things in the dental practices. What was taught was root canals, what was taught was prosthodontics, radiology, periodontics. Somebody learns implantology as well, orthodontics. However, we are not taught how to become successful. We are not taught how to be motivated. We are not taught how to strive continuously until where until we reach where we want to reach. And in the meantime, I see Dr. Ajay Bajaj name also coming up. He is a fantastic speaker as well, a fantastic speaker, fantastic lecturer as well, equally good as Dr. Anish Navre. And I have one more chat from Imanshu which says, learning with advanced technology gives more satisfaction rather than the conventional procedure if you have growth related mindset. So yes, very well said. However, uh, if we can use the old technology and we are satisfied with what was there and we can use it to our best, even that can help us to become successful. At the same time, we should be thriving to implement more things. We should be thriving to buy more gadgets, give back to the society, and learn lots many things because what I am today is all because of my patience. The money that I get, the home that works, my kid, my daughter going to the school, everything happens because of my patience at my dental practices. And therefore, Dr. Himanshu is rightly saying advanced technology. So buy more stuff, put it at your dental practice, invest in yourself and your dental practice because this is from where you are going to earn more money and you can get a satisfied life. So let me begin introducing myself and the team which is present over here at the academy. And I am Dr. Jashan Arora. I have passed out from Nair Hospital and Dental College in the year 2010, having an experience of 11 years in dentistry, having more than 12,000 satisfied clients and serving both national and international patients. And I've been assisted by a specialized team at the practice. I have my associate, Dr. Chidwai Aire, present over here. Thank you for being present. Thank you for being there. A rock, strong support that I always get from you. Thank you and heads off to you. I am the co-founder of Dental Uplivity Academy. I am a certified soft skills trainer, and I am also certified as a trainer so that I can help others implement all those things that we have learned, and you can become successful and grow ahead in your personal lives as well. Let me introduce you to my co-founder. My co-founder is present over here, Rahul Setpura. He is the co-founder of Dental Uplivity Academy. He is the founder of Digital Doctors, again having more than 10 plus years of experience. He is an engineer by education and entrepreneur by passion, having worked for more than 350 plus brands for whom he does online marketing, personal branding, and video marketing, and he helps them all get more patients, more workflow, and he is continuously working with more than 300 plus brands for whom he is generating more revenue and helping them grow by increasing their online presence. So thank you, Rahul, for always being there. He is a great, great person. He has also helped us at the academy as well. So let's understand how can we take today's lecture and become more successful, and let us see what all things can be required. So I'll be going back down the memory lane back in 2011. That's when I had opened my dental practice after being passed out in 2010. I worked for 1 year outside, and finally I said it's time I should open my own dental practice. I opened it just next to a mall with lots of people walking in and walking by. I thought that would be a great, great place to open the dental practice. However, I was not able to sustain for more than 6 months. I was not able to sustain for more than 6 months, and I had to quit and I had to stop the dental practice. and I had to think of something else. I was a failure. Back then in 2011, when I opened this dental practice, in the span of 6 months which I was present over there, I had very few patients. I was not able to get good revenue. I was not able to pay out the rent from my earnings, and I had to use my savings in order to pay the rent, in order to pay the light bills, and do all those things that I was doing. And therefore, I wasn't successful, and I had to shut this dental practice thinking that, you know what, I don't know how to set up a dental business. I know how to uh, how to do a root canal, how to do a crown, how to place a bridge. However, I don't know how to increase the patient flow. I don't know how to get yeses from the patients for the consultations that they come. That means once I was able to consult the patients, not many said yes to me for treatments, and therefore I was suffering, and I shut my practice. I started working again for one more year, and I started building revenue for my next dental clinic, or building revenue, learning new things, and understanding how to become more successful in our personal lives. So whilst I was working over here, my father-in-law used to tell me, "कब तक किसी और के लिए काम करोगे? Go ahead and put your own dental practice." And I was so worried in order to put this new clinic, because I had already failed once, and I had lost all hope, and I had no hope that I'm going to become successful. I had no hope that my own dental practice can work. I had no hope that I could do something and become successful. And that's when slowly and steadily I was becoming a person who was very negative. And then I was continuously working somewhere, saving my money. Well, 2012, my father told me, "Jashan, it's more than enough. You are struggling over here. You have put year of your energy into somebody else's business. I don't want you to do this. Let's go ahead and put a second dental practice once again." And in the year 2012, we started searching for a place, finding where should I open a dental practice, which shop or which area should I find, which area is a suitable place, and how do I go ahead and put my own dental practice. Wherein one day, just before we were finalizing that I want this particular shop and this is where I'm going to practice henceforth, my father came and sat beside me and asked me, before we give the token money that we are going to take this particular place for rent, I want to speak with you. And I said, "Yes, Dad, please tell me, what is it?" And Dad told me, "Are you sure that you want to put this dental practice again? And are you sure that you want to put it over here?" And I had no words. I was absolutely speechless. He told me, "Do you have a foolproof plan that you're going to become successful this time?" And I said, "Dad, please don't do this to me. You are my only hope, and you are the only person whom I rely on as of now. I have already become unsuccessful in the past. I don't have any other thing. I don't know any other thing. And this is the only way I want to go ahead and I want to become successful. Please stand next to me and help me become successful." And my father said, "I'm not doubting you. I just wanted to know your answer, and there's the reason why I'm asking you this question." And he didn't say any other thing, and he said, "Let's go ahead and have this second dental practice up and running." So 2012, the second dental practice came in. I was lucky enough that since the first month of this second dental practice, I was I was able to have so much of fun that I didn't have to ask money from home. That means I was able to generate some revenue which was able to take away or minus all the expenses that were happening. So the light bills, the maintenance, the rent of the dental practice, the lab bills, everything I was able to generate. At least now I was in a position that I was hand to mouth. I was hand to mouth. And then I wanted to grow. Now, I didn't want it to stay at the same particular place. I wanted to grow. I wanted to be more successful. And that's when I started asking God. And right now, when I see those years back, 2012 to 2015, when I was still struggling, trying to get more patient flow, trying to attract more patients, still just having hand to mouth, not earning lots of profits, that's when all the things I can see and I can still realize that it was a lot of struggle that I've been through, and I don't want any of my dental friends to go through the same struggle. And therefore, we are over here present on a mission to help build successful dental practice for 100,000 patients dentists. And that's what we want. We don't want people to suffer. We don't want dentists to struggle. We don't want that the struggling phase of a dentist should be more than a year, because I've cried for those 3 years. I was married. I didn't have money to go out. I didn't have money to do anything. I used to just cry that why did I select this particular field? My friends are earning more money. Somebody has done an engineering. Somebody has become an MBA. People are earning more than me. However, I'm still earning a 6,000, 8,000, 10,000 a month, and I don't know how to grow ahead. And that's when I said, it's more than enough. Now I should stop crying, so I should stop repenting, and I should start doing something. And that's when I started learning by reading more books, attended more conferences, started implementing all those things which I learned everywhere. And that's when slowly and steadily, lot many things came to my life. I was so happy now. So 2015, I understood what exactly it requires to build a dental practice. And these are the 10 tips that I'm going to speak of. These are the 10 pillars. These are the 10 foundations on which I have rested my entire dental practice. If even a single pillar comes off, I'm going to lose, because every one of these 10 things, every 10 things, every 10 tips I speak over here are very, very important. So let's understand what are these 10 tips, what all things that I do, and how did I started slowly and steadily growing towards what we wanted, that was success, more patience, more satisfaction, more revenue, less work time. And that is how I was growing and learning and implementing ahead in the entire journey. So let's see the first step over here, and there is it's quite a long time since people have not used the chat box, and therefore it brings me a question whether people are enjoying it, or it gives me a question whether people are becoming bored, or people are feeling that I'm speaking utter shit. So please start using the chat box and please be more interactive. And I have Dr. Amar Ali who tells me that I'm going great. Please continue. So thank you for this enthusiasm that you have shown in the chat box. I'll be showing a lot more enthusiasm if people show me the enthusiasm, and I'll be giving you a lot many tips to just implement, and I'm sure you implement that and you are going to get success. So the first tip over here is called as leadership skills. And as Dr. Amar Ali has already typed in, Prathamesh is Dr. Prathamesh types in, it's a great learning story. Dr. Prathamesh, thank you for being present over here. You being present over here is a fantastic thing for me. You are the first person from our batchmate who has attended the academy. Thank you, Prathamesh, for joining in. And I'll tell you that life is is learning is never going to end in life. I'll be continuously learning. The person that I am today and the person that I was when I was at Nair is a completely different person. I want to continuously update myself. I want to continuously learn. I want to continuously grow. And that's what success is all about. I just don't want to get stuck in one particular place. So Dr. Asma types in, so impressive to know about this story. Dr. Zaida tells you, and I'm going through the same phase, and it has motivated her. So Dr. Zaida, I want to tell you, and I want to pep you up over here. Don't ever stop. Don't ever say that I have failed, don't ever give up. It's always going to be green on the other side. Just continue going ahead. And I'm telling you, life is going to give you a lot many things. And that's what I tell my associate as well, Chinmay, that this is heaven on earth. We have made it hell, we can make it heaven. And when we love everyone, love comes back to me. When we give in abundance, we get lot many things in abundance. So gratitude, show your gratitude to your patients which are present, and all these things are going to help you become successful. So the first step that I speak over here is leadership. Are we great leaders at our dental practices? And are we inspiring our team? Are we doing that? You can start using the chat box and also let me know, do you get inspired from someone? It could be someone in the dental field, it could be someone outside the dental field, anybody being belonging to any industry. Are you inspired by someone? Is it someone? It could be a mother, it could be a father, it could be a relative, it could be Robin Sharma. I know whom you get inspired from. So, whosoever you all get inspired from, just let us know in the chat box. So, Dr. Zahida types in Elon Musk, fantastic leader, a great personality, uh, great personality. Are we having any more people getting inspired from leaders? Sandeep Maheshwari, fantastic. So Dr. Asma tells in she gets inspired from Sandeep Maheshwari. Anybody else getting inspired from someone? I'll be speaking about a lot more leaders right now. I'll be speaking more of a lot more leadership skills right now. Before I do that, I want to have some names over here, and I would like to know whom all do you get inspired from. We get inspiration from our parents, who without the modern gadgets are still better than us. Fantastic, very well said, Dr. Amar Ali. Dr. Sonam says she gets inspired from her mother always. She is so hardworking and works tirelessly. Mother is someone whom we get inspired from. Father is someone whom we get inspired from daily. I lost my father 3 years back. However, still today, I still get inspired from him and all the things that he has done for me. Great leader, great skills. Parenting is all about leadership. Parenting is all about leadership. I get inspired from Gaur Gopal Das. I get inspired from Robin Sharma. I get inspired from Radhanath Swami. And most of all, I get inspired from Lord Krishna. They do so many things, and I just look at them and we get inspired and we get awed of them, and we feel even if we could become 1% of what they are. Sadhguru is a fantastic personality, a great leader as well. So even if we become 1% of what they are, the world will become a better place. Our dental practice becomes a better place because we become a great leader, and people at the dental practice look towards us. The entire team gets motivated when they see us as such great leaders, and that's what I want you to go ahead and implement at your dental practice. Go ahead and have weekly huddles with them. Go ahead and have daily huddles. Speak with your team. Understand if somebody is not motivated. Understand if somebody is depressed. Let them know that they are you are always with them. It could be some personal problem that they are going through. It could be some personal problem that they are going through. Help them, and that is how you become a great inspirational, you become a great leader, and everybody supports leaders. Dr. Amar has given me a fantastic chat over here. I am inspired by what Dr. Amar has already typed in, that parents never die. Even after they die, their efforts and advice never does die. So fantastic, Dr. Amar. It's a great thing. I would love to meet you someday. It's a great thing that you have typed in the chat box. So are we using our leadership skills to inspire our teammates, our team members? And are we inspiring our associates? Are we inspiring our assistants? Are we inspiring the dental fraternity? Are we doing something so that it improves the dental fraternity? Or aren't we doing anything which helps everyone become inspired? So that's what the first success is all about. Inspire people, become great leaders, become somebody whom people would love to follow. However, leaders are someone who don't create followers. Leaders are someone who create more leaders. I would like to have a team of leaders behind me rather than a team of followers. Because if I'm not there, my team would not do anything if they are followers. However, if they are great leaders, even if I'm not present, the entire dental practice works. Everything goes smoothly. I don't have to advise them do this, do that, keep the clinic clean. Why is this dirty? Why is sterilization not done? Because everyone becomes great leaders. I don't have to tell them everything, and thereby the entire dental practice grows and continues ahead and becomes more successful. So that's the first tip over here. Let's move ahead and let's understand the second tip. And I have a chat which is present, which says I'm also inspired by Dr. Nelson Ash, the author of Wheeler's Dental Anatomy. Even after being a civil engineer, he pursued a career in dentistry and he has written a great book. So I didn't knew that he was a civil engineer. Thank you for giving me this knowledge and information. And it's a great story if somebody after going through the entire engineering and then becomes a dentist and writes a book on all these things. So one thing that I would like to speak over here, though it's not related to leadership skills, is ikigai or your passion towards dentistry. Remember that the more you love dentistry, the more successful you become, and that's when Three Idiots comes to my mind. That person loved engineering so much. That dialogue when they are the three of them are present on the staircase and drinking alcohol, and that dialogue, okay, मेरी तो गर्लफ्रेंड और बीवी दोनों ही engineering है. So that's what we need to have for dentistry. We need to love dentistry so much, and that's what dentistry deserves. And actually, dentistry is so good. I've seen people bad mouthing dentistry. I've seen people telling their associates, "Why did you choose dentistry? You could have done something else. Dentistry में scope नहीं है. There is no money in dentistry right now," and that is so wrong. That is so uninspirational. Are we not demotivating our juniors? Are we not killing them by saying such things? Motivate them. They look towards us. They look towards us. I would love my daughter to become a dentist. However, that's her choice. If she wants to become a dentist, she has a great clinic which is already ready. If she doesn't want to become a dentist, the choice is all hers. I would never say my daughter should not become a dentist. That is how I love dentistry. I That's my passion. I work every day at the dental practice right from 10 in the morning to 8 in the evening. I have a fantastic team of people who work with me tirelessly, and everyone loves dentistry. Everyone loves the dental practice. Let's move ahead and continue to the next tip, which is present over here, is team building. And I would like every one of you to use the chat box and type in the name of your associate and your assistants which are present at your dental practice. And I am already typing in the name of my team members who are who are my inspiration, who are my team, and they are whom I rely on so many things. I'm already using the chat box and typing in the names of my associates and my assistants over here. So my associate consists of Kusum, the oldest member of the dental practice, present with me since 2018, then joined in Dr. Shikha in 2019, then joined in Shabnam in 2020, then joined in Shaheen in 2020 and then joined in Chidmai in 2021. So these are people who have been behind my back and who are telling me, you know what, Jashin, don't worry, we are there over here. I can see my associate present over here. She is present at her home right now, listening to all those things, and I'm sure she is smiling when I take her name over here. She's been the newest joinee, and yet she has been a great inspiration. The way she works as if the clinic belongs to her. She is the owner of this place, and she manages the entire dental practice so fluently. Everything is so smooth when they are around. So I get inspired. Now, the leadership skills that I have spoken of in the first place is now moving on to them, and I am getting inspired from them. And that's because I have worked on team building. I have spent time with them. I have trained them. I have told them that I'm there for you. If we earn money, I'm not the only one who's going to earn money. Your homes are going to earn more money if we earn more money. I've promised them that if we earn more than what I expect, and I've given them a number that if we earn more than this, you're going to get beyond your regular earnings. And that's how the entire team is motivated to work together. Too many things. And I have Dr. Zaida typing in a few names. So a team of three, including her, Dr. Neha, Kajal, and herself, Dr. Zahida, fantastic. We look at our team. There was a match which was played between India and Australia 2 days back, day before yesterday. Though we lost it, though we lost it, we cannot think of playing a match with just one player, be it Sachin Tendulkar, be it Virat Kohli, be it Mahendra Singh Dhoni, be it Rishabh Pant. Everybody is so important in the team. Everyone works together, and that's how the entire team wins. So, are you investing in team building? Are you training your team for team building? Go ahead, do it. You are going to get the best benefits out of it if you build an inspiring team. And Dr. Prathamesh tells in Dr. Pallav, Usha, Akshay, Gaurav can't think of the practice without the assistants and the non-clinical staff. Yes, Prathamesh, we are nothing without them. We are nothing without them. Fantastic. So let's move ahead and let's see what is the tip number three. The tip number three says money management. It is so important to have money management skills. We earn money, however, it's important to know how to utilize it, how to save it, how to increase it, how to save for our future, how to save for our child's future, for our retirement, for our pensions. It is so important to reduce our expenses to increase the profit. Everything is so damn important. And when I speak of money management, the first person who comes to my mind when I speak of money and its management is none other than Warren Buffett, another great leader. So much to get inspired from him, so much to learn from him. One thing that he speaks of money is before you start spending your money, start saving it. What people do is first they utilize the money, first they do all the expenses, and after they do all the expenses, what remains behind is what they start saving. And that's wrong. Save first. Save first for yourself. Save first for your future. Save first for your family. Save first for your retirement. And after everything has been saved, go ahead and expend all the money which is remaining. Don't do the otherwise. People first do the expenses and then they start saving. Don't do that, please. Don't do that. Save for yourselves. We are not having any government jobs. Don't work for companies who save pensions for us. We have to create our own pension plan. We have to create our own retirement plan. Are we doing that? We need loans for ourselves. Money management and loan is a very important topic as well. The first time, somewhere around 2015, when I required a loan of 18 lakhs, just 18 lakhs, nobody gave me that 18 lakhs. It was so difficult to sanction that loan of 18 lakhs, and I understood how money management was important. However, I learned it in a negative way. I don't want people to learn it this way. Rather, if people can learn it in a good way and start utilizing the money positively for your future, it, it's going to become very important. So I have chats coming in, fantastic people, fantastic chats coming in. I have an entire history of Dr. Professor Major McKinsley Nelson, the co-author, which is present over here. Dr. Amar Ali, thank you for sending me a private message. So he was an electrical engineer. The person who wrote Pillars in SME was an electrical engineer, passed out in 1942, went in 1943 and became got a degree in physics. And 1951 he did his DDS, and 1954 he did his MSc in periodontics. So thank you for the information. I didn't knew all those things. Amar, you are a great person. I would like to speak with you someday. So money management, he says, definitely most important aspect. And Disha Goyal is saying absolutely, uh, it is very important. So implement all these things. मेरे बोलने से कुछ नहीं होने वाला. I'll speak over here from 3 to 4:30 and I'll shut down my laptop and I'll be busy with my own personal life. However, you will not become successful until you do all those things that I speak over here. So start investing for your future, start saving for your future, let the money work for you. I don't want just that you work for money. And since I speak all those things over here, one concept which comes to my mind is there are three types of clinics which are present. One is a self-driven clinic, wherein, say, if I am the owner of this particular clinic, only if I go to the dental practice, the practice earns money. This is called as a self-driven clinic. Later on, the second type of practice is person-driven clinic, which means if I don't go to the dental practice, and if a person, my associate present over here, say if Chinmay goes to the dental practice, then the practice earns money. This becomes person-oriented. It depends on a person. And finally, there is something which is called as a system-driven dental practice, wherein be it Chinmay, be it me, be it Shikha, be it any other dentist, anybody walks into the dental practice earns money. And when you do that, when the practice earns money, even without you being present at the dental practice, that's when you start working less and earning more. That's when the question that someone had typed in the chat box initially, lesser working time and more revenue. How do you do that? You do that by leveraging time. Leveraging meaning I have just 8 hours in a day which I can work. Come what may, I cannot work 10 hours or 12 hours or 15 hours every day. So if I have those limited 8 hours in a particular day and I want to earn, I say I earn 10,000 by utilizing those 8 hours, and I want to say earn 12,000 now without utilizing more of my hours. How do I do that? Is I keep an associate with me and she or he uses their 8 hours and gives me that extra 4,000 rupees. And this is what is called as leveraging of time. So I'm jumping from money management to the next topic, which is time management. So you need to leverage people's time so that you can earn more money. And I get a chat over here which says any tips for practices that are in the initial phase, how to manage finances, because most of the algorithms are given for such practice. Uh, Prathamesh, I would not like to give a major tip over here. However, a very small tip. However, if you use it effectively, it's going to be a great tip. And as I said, if you want to save for your future, save first and then use the money for expenses. Similarly, at your dental practice, say if you earn 10,000 rupee a month, I'm just using a figure. I'm sure people earn more than that. It's just a lame figure over here. If we use 10,000 per month, and we know that our fixed expenses are so and so, say it is 40% of the gross income is our fixed expenses. So say 10,000 and the 40% is 4,000. First, keep that 4,000 aside. Keep that 4,000 aside. Don't touch it. So what we have done is we have kept pouches, and I have Kusumbi who manages these pouches very nicely. Of late, she has stopped it, and I'll request her to start doing it again. So what she has been trained for is she has made 2 to 3 different pouches. One pouch is named as loan. One pouch is named as um, dental materials and dental lab bills, and the third pouch is called as savings. So she puts money in all these 3 pouches. She puts money in all these 3 pouches, and she has been advised to put the percentage of money from the base collection into pouch one, pouch two, and pouch three. So, say for example, she puts 30% in the loan amount, 30% in the materials, and 30% in the savings. 10% she uses as buffer money, or she can use to invest in the clinic back again. So this is how the entire 100% of money is divided, and then utilizing this money, she knows that at the end, when the lab bill comes, she knows that the lab bill, when she opens that pouch, she will be having sufficient money to pay the lab bills. She'll be having sufficient money to pay the loans that I have. She'll be having sufficient money to pay all the associates and all the assistants that are working at the dental practice. And she'll be having sufficient money that I can save for my future as well. So use the technique of pouches. And at the home, what I do is I use the technique of piggy banks. So every day I walk in at home and I empty my pockets and I put money into 3 piggy banks. One is saving, one is my child's future, and one is leisure or travel whenever I want to enjoy my life. And say in a span of 6 months or 8 months, or whenever I feel that I should open a particular pouch or a piggy bank, and I open it up and I use those savings in order to do what I had intended to do with that. It's a great tip. People feel it's a very small tip. However, I have saved lakhs of money using this tip. Go ahead and try it, and you are going to become a lot more successful as well. So Dr. Amar types in over here that he was thinking to start a way to manage time and give patients a good experience by keeping 3 days of week for just OPDs and rest days for appointments only. I guess this will do justice to everyone. Just my personal suggestion. I have not executed it. All right, Dr. Amar, a nice tip. However, at times you will have to be ready to open, or you will should be ready to change and not just stick to this particular thing, because say someday when you're having an OPD and somebody comes with a very severe pain, and if you tell them that I'm just going to do OPDs and no treatments over here, we'll appoint you for some other day, it could backfire on you, and it could happen that that patient goes to some other dental practice. Don't do that. Rather, have an access opening done, do the chemomechanical preparation, get rid of the pain in the first sitting, so that, yes, definitely emergency treatment has no excuses. Dr. Zahida types in, even I have thought the same thing, doctor. And Dr. Isha Goel types in for Dr. Amar that won't really work well at the time. So yes, Dr. Disha, that point, and he has answered very well, Dr. Amar, saying emergencies have no excuses. So fantastic. Let's move to the fifth particular tip, and fifth particular tip is my favorite tip There is one more tip which is going to be my most favorite. However, this is going to be a great favorite communication skill. So important. So damn important communication skill. I still remember the first day my associate, Dr. Chinmay, walked into the dental practice. She had come with her mother to meet me and she wanted to know whether she should join this particular place or she should not join this particular place. So, those who know Mumbai, Dr. Chinmay stays a long place in Santa Cruz, and the dental practice is present over here in Meera Road, which is an hour of traveling one way every day. So she has 2 hours of traveling, and she came to meet us on the 21st of January 2021. And that's when she came with us. And the reason why I'm telling you this story is when she joined the dental practice, the level of communication that I had with her, and when just a month and a half old she is to the dental practice, and the communication that I have with her today is completely different. It's completely different. And communication relies the foundation of communication, the basic foundation of communication is trust. Trust. Are we trusting them? Do we trust each other? Do we trust our team members? Do we trust our associates? I blindly trust them. I blindly trust them. If you tell me that you can close your eyes and walk with your associates, I would be readily, extremely ready to be blind. I close my eyes and walk with Chidmay, and she'll be guiding me that take left, take right, and I'll be ready to do that. And the reason why I have that great communication with her or with everyone at the dental practice is because of the basic foundation of trust, which has led to a great communication between us. Communication is going to be that foundation. I have seen dental practices suffer many a times because there is no communication or there is bad communication between members, between team members. There is somewhere a cold war or people don't want to communicate. And there are days wherein the assistant takes a leave without communicating to the entire dental practice that they are going to be on leave. And then the entire dental practice suffers. We rely on them. We rely on our team members that you know what आज इतने सारे patients हैं आज आपको ये काम है वो काम है and say suddenly one of your team members takes a leave without communicating to you that you know what I'm going to take a leave and it's going to be a bomb. You're going to have extreme problems. And I've seen this is a very common problem. Are you facing it? Has it ever happened that team members, without communicating to you, suddenly take a leave and you have 10 appointments on that particular day and now you are stuck? How are you going to manage all these appointments alone? Or how are you going to do all those appointments without their help? A very common problem which comes. Another problem which comes because of poor communication is people leave the dental practice. People tell you that I don't want to work, the salary is low, they give lame reasons and they leave the dental practice. And the basic reason why they leave the dental practice is lack of communication between team members. I can't even imagine the Indian cricket team functioning without communication between team members. It is so important to communicate. It is so damn important to communicate between each other, and therefore communication becomes very important. I have a chat over here in the chat box from Dr. Sonam, which says, I am kind of strict about my staff taking leave without prior notice. They are scared of me and they don't take leaves. It is very important that you make a rule at the dental practice that all leaves are to be taken with a notice of 7 days or notice of 10 days, without which nobody is going to get any leave. And if you do that, people don't need to be scared of you at the same time. People will love you and will work for you and will take leave only after your permission. And I have Dr. Amar typing in, and when Dr. Amar types in, I feel so happy to read because something new comes up from him every time. And absolutely, if we follow basic etiquettes and discipline while communicating with our team members at work, even if we have some problems with them, it will create a very peaceful and a good environment with unbreakable trust and respect. And that's what the dental practice is all about. And when you have this great culture of respect and peace in the dental practice, all your patients will let you know that this is such a good place. We get good vibes when we come over here. The entire team respects each other. They love each other. They have fun. They communicate. And this is what the patients see. This helps you in increasing the conversion rate from consultations to treatment. This will help you build strong communications with them, build strong trust with them, love your team members is the basic need of the hour. Dr. Asma types in during this COVID times, patients are less, which is causing financial constraints. So hence, she has decided to invest her time in learning. However, that again requires money, attending hands-on courses. This forms a vicious cycle. How to get out of it? All right. Uh, so, Asma, you are very right by saying that you want to invest your time in learning. However, when you invest in learning, you become an upgraded version of yourself. So, Asma, if you are 1.0 right now, after doing a course, after attending a hands-on course, or be it anything, after even today's lecture, you don't remember that Asma 1.0, you become an updated Asma 2.0, you become asthma 2.0, and therefore you will automatically earn more money and thereby removing you out of that vicious cycle. People feel that when we invest in ourselves and we use that money to learn and upgrade our skills, why should we do that? Or we are using our savings to do that, why you should not do that? I have one more great guru that I have, Dr. Manish Agarwal, a fantastic prosthodontist present over here in Mumbai itself. He has been a great mentor to me, and he and Dr. Anish Navre, both of them, have taught me one particular thing. Justin, whenever you do a particular course, whenever you attend seminars or conferences or hands-on or do something, go back to your dental practice and increase your charges by a very small fraction because you have learned new skills and you go ahead and you implement them and you're going to get better results definitely, and that's the reason why you have done this course. So why don't you charge your patients because you're going to give them better treatment? And I have been doing that since 2016, and I have seen that it never fails. Increasing your money, giving them better treatments, better service is always something that I look forward to. Dr. Sonam is trying, we should try to save money aside for learning every time we earn. Fantastically said, like Dr. Jashan said, he has different pouches for different purposes. We should have one pouch for upgrading ourselves. Also, very well said, Dr. Sonam. Upgrading ourselves is the key. And there is a proverb which says, change is the law of life. We are going to change continuously. We are going to become better. We are going to become good every day. And the only thing that's constant is change. So why should we stay constant? Let us upgrade ourselves. Let us become better versions of ourselves. Let us implement many things and become more successful. So that's the fifth tip over here. I would like people to start using the chat box more. I'm very happy with the way people are typing in loads of content in the chat box. It gives me so much of information. I would like to ask Dr. Prathamesh again if I have helped you with your answer. If you still want more answers, please use the chat box more and I will give you more specific answers, Dr. Prathamesh. All right. So no questions coming in as of now, no chats coming in. Let's continue ahead. And here someone comes with another chat which says we should invest in learning anytime at any age from anyone, old or young. Education has no age, definitely. Very rightly said. And I get thumbs up from Prathamesh saying it was a helpful tip. We'll be putting it to use. And Dr. Asma Mulani says that's a great, thanks for the great answer, feeling motivated. And I would like to come back to that girl. Who was she? Who was the dentist? Who was feeling depressed? Was it Dr. Zahida? Yes, so that was Dr. Saida was going through the same phase. She required a lot of motivation, so I hope to help you with the dose of motivation as well. And it helps everybody to become a better human being. I always tell my associates and I always tell my dentist friends, become good humans first. You become good dentist later. So a good human first, a good dentist later is the law of life. If you become a better version, if you become good humans, I'm sure God will become give you more success because आप काबिल बन रहे हो कामयाबी तो झक मार के पीछे आने वाली. Let's move to the next success, which is patient relationship. I had people who had spoken about loyalty from customers, growing more patience, and the only way we can grow more patience and have more loyalty is by building relationships with them. So if you build relationships with your team members, you get good benefits from them. The benefits are they love for you, they care for you, and they work tirelessly for you. And that's the same thing which happens when you build relationships with your patients as well. And you build relationships with your patients give you lot many things. They give you more referrals, they give you more treatments to be done, they trust you, they give you the money that you want, they stay loyal with you. And one tip over here to build relationship with your patients is call them up after they have done treatments from you. Call them up, ask them how are they doing. If it's a root canal done, if it's a simple extraction, if it's an implant placement, if it's a surgical extraction, whatsoever it is, call them up. If they have done a treatment in the morning, call them up in the evening. If they've done the treatment in the evening, call them up the next day. Speak with them. It will just take 1 minute of yours. If you have lots of patients, give this work to your associates and your assistants. Just call them and speak with them, and it's going to build a strong relationship with them. One more thing that we do at our dental practices is when a patient is having a shot of anesthesia, say it's a female patient, I'll speak of female patients because I have female staff. I don't have any male staff as of now. If the patient is a female, if I'm anesthetizing the patient, my assistants or my associates who are present on the left side, they'll just loosely keep their hands on the shoulder, comforting the patient that, you know what, we are there with you, don't worry. This is not going to be painful, just relax. This is getting over and everything else is going to be pretty smooth. And just by doing this, I've seen that they build so strong relationships with the person who keeps their hand on the shoulder, and they develop that bond with them. And then they are not so comfortable with me, and they speak their hearts out to them. Okay, कितना अच्छे से आपने सब कुछ किया. We are so glad that we got the treatments done from you, and they love us. That's the basic requirement. They stay loyal with us. They don't want to go anywhere else. And then once they are loyal with us, once you have this fantastic relationship with them, referrals will follow. You have word of mouth which starts working for you. They generate lots of referrals for you. And that's my marketing strategy, Dr. Sonam over here. Each and every patient, even if they come for a basic scaling to us, the value that we provide them, even if they are paying me a mere 500, or for a scaling, if they are paying me a mere 1500 or a 2000 rupee, even for those 2000 rupee, we give them so much of value, we give them so much of respect, we take care of them that they feel so valued at the dental practice. They go home and they say, you know what, just this small treatment which was done, and they gave me so much of value. Imagine me going back for some major treatment to them. What would be the value that they give to us? That's the basic marketing strategy that I use. I rely all my marketing strategies on customer service. I provide them with excellent customer service. I provide them with no waiting period or an almost zero waiting period. We have a rule at the dental practice. If the patient walks in 10 minutes beyond their appointment, they pay me 200. Or if I ask the patients to wait for more than 10 minutes, I pay the patient 200 rupees. And that's how all my patients come on time, all my patients finish on time. Nobody has to wait for long hours in the waiting room, and I go home and enjoy my time with my family after the working hours as well. So, in spite of that, I'll be telling you how to increase the patient flow. These are the next few tips which are coming in. So, Dr. Sonam, your query will be answered. I had already answered your next question, which says, should we call them up ourselves or any staff can also do? If you can call them up, nothing like it. If you are busy, occupied, and if you cannot call off all of them, you can ask your staff or your associates to call a few of them. Whosoever calls it, it's finally the brand which gets the benefits. The brand is your dental practice. And Dr. Amar Ali has used a great word, which is empathy. I would call it as emotionally intelligent. So empathy for patients is a thing we should have. Very well said, Dr. Amar Ali. And I would call it as emotionally intelligent. If somebody gets hurt, you would feel that ouch. If we are watching a movie, if the actor or the actress cries, we have tears in our eyes. And that's what emotionally intelligent person is all about. We should be emotionally intelligent. We should have that emotional connect with our patients. Gone are those days when that Munna Bhai ka Deen tells, we are not over here to make friends with our patients. And those days are gone. We are over here to make friends with them. We are over here to emotionally connect with them. And that's when they have more trust in us and they become loyal with us. And I get a haha and exactly from Dr. Amar. Dr. Zahida types in, sir, I give follow up to all my treatment patients, even the patients who don't take treatment. I would never call patients who don't take treatments from us. I would never call them. This looks like a sales call. This looks like I am in need. Don't call them up if they have not taken any treatments from you. Dr. Colonel types in after a long time. Can you please provide some tips on how to attend to walk-in OPD patients without prior appointment while you are or we are busy with the appointment cases? So there are many a times even we don't take patients without appointments. However, we still have a few times when patients walk in without an appointment, and the best thing we do is we speak with courtesy to them, we respect them, let them know that since we work with appointments and since they have come without an appointment, they will have to wait for a few minutes. And had they taken an appointment, they would not have to require to wait at the dental practice and make it a point that try to attend. So even if this is a single dentist practice, even if you are the only dentist in your practice, I recommend having two chairs, a basic requirement of two chairs in the dental practice, because if somebody comes up, if someday somebody comes up without an appointment, you can definitely make the second patient sit on the second chair. And as soon as they sit on the chair, even if you're not doing anything, they feel that yes, you know what, something has been started. So it definitely helps. I hope I helped you with your question, Dr. Colonel Shadab Ahmed. Have two chairs, even if you are a single dentist practice. Two chairs is a must. Respect them, speak with them with dignity, show your love and respect, and ask them, I'm extremely sorry. Even if it's not your mistake, just tell them, I'm sorry, you will have to wait for some particular minutes. And if you say sorry, the minute you say sorry, they'll melt down and say, no, no, doctor, aap sorry mat boliye. Take your time, I'm ready over here, I'm ready to sit. I'll be giving some tips for bargaining patients. I'll be giving some tips to increase the patient flow as well. All those tips are coming in. The 10 tips are not yet over. Let's move ahead to the seventh tip of now, which is selling skills. So this is my favorite tip over here. This is my favorite successful I love speaking on selling skills. And since Dr. Diksha has asked me a question over here, which is related to selling, any tips for patients who are keenly interested in bargaining? So I love to answer these questions when they start bargaining with me. So when they tell me, you know what, doctor, the dentist over there is charging half the charge that you are charging. You are so expensive. I cannot afford this. Why are you so expensive? Can you please give me some discount? And I laugh at them and I say, discount? It's the only word which I say. That's one option. Discount is the thing that you're saying. The second thing is I do is fantastic. You want a discount? I am ready to give you a discount. And then I use the sarcasm over here and I scratch my head and I tell them, please tell me where is it that you want discount? Are you asking for a discount in quality as well? And they said, no, 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 doctor, no, no, I don't want a discount in quality. I want you to manage and maintain the quality and give me a discount. And you tell them, these are the rates for the quality treatment that we do. I assure you, think a pain-free treatment. I assure you, the treatment is going to last you a good amount of time. And this is what we assure most of the time when people bargain, and most of the time when people bargain, it's not of the money, it's of the value that they have perceived of the treatment that you are giving to them. So when people bargain, be ready to have their objections answered. Let them know why are your charges more. However, when they tell you are expensive, don't tell yes, don't tell no. Don't accept you are expensive. Don't object by saying I'm not expensive. And they say you are expensive, you just say okay, and then start with your answer. So when you are saying okay, you are neutralizing the entire thing that they are saying, and this will help you to reduce all the bargaining drama that they do. It's a tendency that the people have. They want to understand whether this is the best price which the dentist is offering, and therefore they just try to use their favorite technique of bargaining. That is it that the dentist is charging me more than the others. Be very calm and answer to all the questions. They will be ready to get treatments done from you. So how to explain the root canal and crown procedure with value? Sometimes I run out of words. So again, a selling tip over here since Dr. Sahida is asking me this question. So whenever you are trying to provide or explain during consultations about the root canal and the crown, tell them the benefits of doing this treatment. This is called as the fabbing technique. The full form is FAB. Fabbing stands for features, advantages, and benefits. Don't tell them of the features of the root canal. Don't tell them of the features of the crown. Tell them the benefits of doing this particular treatment, and they'll be doing the treatment for you. For example, if a patient comes to you and says, I'm having a terrible toothache, I have not slept last night, please do something. You have a check, you see that the tooth is requiring a root canal and a crown, and you tell them once you do this root canal and crown, you'll be able to go home and sleep back peacefully because he told you he wants to sleep. Please do something. I was not able to sleep. So this is the value that they want. They are not over here to buy root canals. They are over here to buy that sleep back again. They are over here to buy that drinking that cold water. They are here to buy reducing in the sensitivity while they eat the ice cream. They are over here to buy that concentration which they have lost because of the toothache. So give them this rather than just giving them root canal. Tell them the benefits that when you do a root canal, you can start eating back on that side. That tooth will last for 10 years. You can sleep at night peacefully. You can drink your cold water. You can have ice cream. All those things, when you tell them, they're definitely going to understand that yes, this is something which is valuable. I didn't knew why people told me to go for root canals because no dentist told me the benefits of doing the root canal. And when you tell them the benefits of doing a root canal, they become your patients and they want to get the treatment. Let's move to the next tip. I have more questions to answer. I'm sure the more questions will come up as well. Personal branding. So you create brands out of your dental practice. I would not like to take any particular names over here. There are many chains of dental practice present, and what these chains of dental practices do is they create a brand out of the dental practice. Are our clinics a brand in the market? When you become a brand in the market, people trust you more. People associate brand with quality, and therefore people have a lesser tendency to bargain when they visit bigger brands. So, are we creating a brand out of a dental practice? Are we investing money to branding, create something that people feel that no, this is a bigger brand? Are we doing what chains of dental practices are doing? And if we do that, we become a brand, and people don't want to bargain in front of brands. They don't want to bargain. I have a few more chats which come in. Can some people over here just provide an idea of the cost they are charging on an average for an anterior or a molar root canal treatment? That's the question. People are free to answer the question. Can answer you from my side, Dr. Colonel Shadab Ahmed, be it an anterior or be it a posterior molar, the charges of root canal at the dental practice that we belong to are the same, and we charge from 8,000 to 6,000 for a root canal only, be it an anterior tooth or be it a molar. Any tooth, 6,000 to 8,000 is the range that I can give you just for the root canal, the cap. Dr. Zaida is asking me over here what to do for those patients who only ask for medicine even after explaining them. So, Dr. Zaida, even after explaining them the need of getting the treatments done, and if they are still wanting the medicine, if they don't want to get the treatments done, just one time tell them, just one time tell them that you know what, I am prescribing this thing to you just because you are telling me to prescribe. I'm not prescribing because I want to prescribe you medicine. You are going to get rid of the pain only once you start with the treatment. Painkillers and antibiotics are going to be effective only for a few hours. After its effect goes away, everything is going to be coming back to normal. Therefore, rather than taking medicines, please continue and go ahead with the treatment. However, the choice is all yours. Don't push them. Don't be behind them. Just give them a frank opinion. Be there ready to help. This is the best selling tip. Be there ready to help. Let them know that you're always going to be there, come what way, when people want to look out for help. People are stuck, and you are the right person who will help out of their problems, is what patients look out for. And if you show that attitude, they will get converted to treatments. Some people will still not convert. Let them go. Don't push them. So Dr. Sonam is asking a question. Does posting before and after pictures on different social media platforms help in plus personal branding? Yes, it definitely does help you in personal branding by clicking your before and after pictures and posting it on social media. And I would give you a tip over here: when you post before and after pictures, X-rays are not going to help you create a personal brand because patients don't understand X-rays. So before and after X-rays are of no use. And if you are taking before and after pictures, make sure that your before and after picture has no blood, and make sure that people don't want to see those cheek retracted and the gum views. They feel it is very tacky and very yucky. If you are using before and after pictures, they want to just see the smile view from outside. So use more of smile view, and they'll be happier to see those pictures, and they will you become a brand automatically. There are multiple more things you can do to create a brand out of your practices. Uh, you can post content which is not related to dentistry is also helpful for creating brands. Having your advertisements present, ethical marketing or ethical advertising is about not giving discounts, just showing your valuable presence in a newspaper or in a local magazine, or having your articles present in all those magazines and stuff is going to help you ethically market and create a personal brand without giving them discounts. Do ethical marketing, don't do unethical marketing. Dr. Amar, you are having a very broad question for me. Can you please give me a very specific tip over here? So, can you please provide me some short tips for beginners who are going to start new individual clinics? Tips relating to what? Can you be more specific? I'll help you with the answer definitely. One thing that I would like to speak with newcomers and people who would like to post individual clinics is uh, right from day one have an assistant at your dental practice. Don't have a dental practice with just you. Have someone along with you which will help you, and also always be ready to ask for help. I have seen people who get stuck when it's time to ask for help. They feel afraid that you know what, पता नहीं सामने वाला आदमी क्या सोचेगा when I go and ask for help. Don't do that. Just go in and ask for help. If you don't have someone to ask for help, you can readily approach me. You all have my numbers. I am present in the group which is present. Uh, I'll also post my phone number over here in the chat box. You can readily approach me if you want to ask for any questions. If you are stuck in any particular place, please ask me any questions and I will be ready to uh, help you in your problems anytime. All right, moving to more questions that I have. Dr. Prathamesh asking me for surgical cases, yes, for traumatic cases or cases wherein a fracture or a trauma has happened. Mm, uh, in those cases, there is not much way of seeing a before after image with blood, or there is not much way in those cases. You definitely have to show the actual images. However, try to have somewhat better image. Don't show those images wherein it's a very chaotic and a very traumatic scene where people get very yucky just looking at those photos. Try to show somewhat better versions, less traumatic photographs, and that's the way you can do it. Dr. Sonam, I'll be coming back to your question. I will be taking Dr. Amar's question since he had asked me initially, just like how to begin with what mindset, simply what things are important for a beginner to start a new clinic. Okay, so I'll start with this particular thing. The thing which is most important for a beginner to start with the clinic is the mindset. It's the mindset. And I still remember clearly when I spoke about uh, mindset to my associate Chinmay that mindset is very important, and I'll speak the same words to everyone present over here that your mindset is like a soil. It's like a soil, a fertile soil. So the fertile soil doesn't think what you are putting inside. What you're putting inside, it doesn't think. If you're putting a banana plant, banana seed inside, it gives you abundance of banana. If you're putting coconut inside, it gives you abundance of coconut. If you put mango inside, it gives you abundance of mango. The mindset is the same thing. Your mindset is the same thing. Whatsoever you put in your mind, it gives you more in abundance. So have a great mindset. Have a fantastic mindset, a positive mindset. Because if you put positive things in your mindset, just like a fertile soil, positive things are going to come out. If you put negative things in your mindset, negative things are going to come out. So please have a positive mindset towards life. God has not sent us over here to suffer. God has sent us over here to learn, become better humans before we go back up. So become better versions of yourself before you go back up. Have a great mindset. God loves you. There is nobody whom God doesn't love over here. Have that set mindset that I'm going to become successful. I'm going to become the best versions of myself. This practice is going to help me and my patients get rid of the pain. It's going to help me to become successful. And when you have all these tips, you become a better person of yourself. Life becomes more beautiful. And I'll tell you one more thing: dentistry is just a part of life. Dentistry is not life. We are over here for a higher purpose. We are over here for becoming a better human being. We are over here to understand why are we sent over here and do all those things before we go up and meet our God Almighty who has sent us over here for. That's the mindset you need to have when you open your own digital practice. And if you have any problems while doing that, please get in touch with me. I'll be there for any sort of help for any dentist present over here because I was alone. I don't want anybody of you to stay alone when you suffer. Just drop a call, just drop a message, just give a call. I'll be there for you. I'll be taking Dr. Sonam's question and Dr. Hamid's question as well. So, should we invest in paid marketing agencies for our clinic's marketing? Are they worth? Yes, if you can utilize your money into paid marketing agencies, they are definitely going to be worth for it. However, make sure that you choose your things wisely because uh, not many agencies understand what does a dentist want. And the best thing is if you could learn your own personal branding, marketing, digital marketing, that would be the great thing. And that's the ninth point over here and the 10th point over here, digital marketing and video marketing, which is going to help you with your question as well, Dr. Sonam, and which helps with one more question which I have missed out. Somebody asking me what would be the way to increase the patient flow to the dental practice. Dr. Colonel Shadab had asked me how to know. There was someone who had asked me how to increase the patient flow, and I had not attended to that question. So these are the questions which are present over here. Digital marketing and video marketing, these are the strategies for today. You need to be present online. Is is your dental practice present online? Are you present online? Can people read about you? Can people read about your reviews? Can people see your cases? Can people see what patients who are coming to get treatments done from you? What are they saying about you online? If all these things are present online, then you're going to win because in today's world, the word of mouth concept has completely changed and it has become something which is called as an online word of mouth. That means before I go ahead and I decide I want to buy this Apple iPhone, I go over Google and check how does the Apple iPhone look like, how what are the features of this Apple iPhone, what are the benefits, what are the advantages, how does it look like, what is the feel like, what are the customers saying about it. Similarly, when people want to go to a dentist, in your area, people go over Google, they search for dentists in the nearby vicinity, and they read about you. If they read good things about you, they come to you. If they don't read good things about you, and if they read good things about somebody else, they go to somebody else. So, are you present online? That's the most important thing. Are you present online? Are you reputed online? Do you have a website? Do you have a Google My Business page? Are people giving you reviews consistently? Are people writing good things about you, positive things about you? If yes, you are definitely going to get more money, more patients, continuously growing patients. Imagine I stay in a very small area of Mumbai. I'm staying at the outskirts of Mumbai. This is not even Mumbai, though I call it as Mumbai. It's in the outskirts of Mumbai. It's called as Thane, on the outskirts of the boundaries of Mumbai. This is the small, tiny town which is present called as Mira Road, with a population of around 20 to 30 lakhs. This is the place Mira Road. And even in this small place, I have had per month around 6 to 7,000 people who search for me online. And out of those 6 to 7,000, 600 to 700 connect with me. And out of those 600 to 700, 60 to 70 walk in at the dental practice every month. Every month. Imagine 60 new patients per month, which is two new patients a day. If you get that, your life is set. However, in order to do that, it takes lots of dedication. It takes 2 to 3 months of hard work. You need to continuously ask for reviews from patients. You need to work so that your Google My Business is strong. You need to work so that you are doing video marketing on your social media platforms, on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on Twitter, on YouTube. Everything is going to be important. And I'm sure you can do it. This is This is no rocket science. I'm doing it for myself. I'm sure you can do it for you as well. I have learned it with time. I'm sure you can do it with this. I have two questions over here, one from Dr. Amin and one from Dr. Sonam Jain. So I have problems that many of your patients miss appointments and then they come for follow-up treatment without appointments and with lots of excuses. My front desk executive team mostly ask them to take new appointments, which kind of leads to an argument. Where do you think is the problem and what should be done? And is it right to refuse them treatment without appointments? It is right to refuse treatment without appointments, Dr. Hamid. However, we here over here in India, people feel very negative when we refuse appointments. So in those cases, even if you are a lot packed up and there is this new patient who walks in without appointment and an old patient who comes for a follow-up without appointment, have asked them politely to wait because they don't have an appointment. Take them in. Don't work on them for a lot of time. Give them some 10 minutes. Do something in the mouth so that they feel that you know what the doctor has done something. Discharge them with an appointment so that they come back and at the same time they feel that they were not just shooed away and they were watched and some treatment was done. I hope I helped you with this question of yours. And I am sorry to Pratmesh, I was not so specific while answering about his question of surgical photographs because I know Prathamesh being an oral surgeon and having cases of trauma and trauma cases are wherein there is blood, where there is hematosed faces are not such good images and I'm sure he might be confused as to what has to be posted. So I'm pretty sorry, Prathamesh, there is uh, not much we can do in your case. You will have to take a before after photograph with some lesser blood and that's how it will help. Okay, some more chat coming in. Uh, Dr. Asma asked me, as for dentistry is concerned, from where can we learn digital marketing? I'll be answering that thing of yours uh, in a while as well. However, for now, if you want YouTube and Instagram, if you go on YouTube and Instagram and if you follow top digital marketing people, I'll give you a few names. The Lucas O'Keefe, the Lucas O'Keefe, Lucasofkeefe. The Lucas O'Keefe is a fantastic digital marketer and an online Instagram blogger. Follow him. Then there is Christos Nikos. Christos Nikos, another great person. Follow him. Look at the content. Follow the posts of your dentists who are doing good. Look at them. Start doing what they do. Try to copy them. However, don't just copy paste. If they do something, try to make some similar posts and then do digital marketing. Use a lot of hashtags. Have some content written whenever you're doing digital marketing. It's not just the image on Instagram or Facebook, which is important, and it's not the content of the image which is important. Write something on top of the image or on bottom of the image in case of Instagram. Write something. Have your contents written. All these things are going to help you increase your patient flow. All these things are going to help you in digital marketing. Video marketing is very simple. Rather than posting images, post videos. So videos could be related to how does the clinic look like. Videos could be related to what, who is the dentist, a short information about who is the dentist, what type of a person he or she is, how does the sterilization in the dental practice go about, what are people, what are some video testimonials of patients who come to your dental practice. All these tips, all these videos are is video marketing. Simple videos. You need just your simple mobile phone and a stand wherein you can hold them steadily and record your videos and post them online. This is what video marketing is all about. You can see multiple people doing it in dentistry as well. One person whom I regularly see doing is endodontist present in Egypt by the name Wael Said Sadek. Wael, Wael Said Saed, Sadek Sadek. Fantastic person, great endodontist. He posts his videos regularly. Dr. Colonel Shadab, it's not the clinic in the background, it's the academy, which it's a virtual background to be very frank and true. It's a virtual background that I use. If people want to see where I am actually sitting, I'll just stop the screen share and I'll show you I'm sitting in front of a green background. So I'm actually like this. This is where I'm sitting. I'm sitting at the comfort of my home, and this is the virtual background because this is a dream setup look. This is how a dream setup looks like, and that's why I've used this to set it up right behind me over here. It looks more professional when I speak with my patients over the Zoom call. If it's online consultation that I have to do, this thing has a logo of my clinic's name and it looks more professional. So use all these things in order to look more professional. Are we having any more questions as of now? Are we having any more doubts as of now? I hope I helped you with your questions, everybody. I'm sorry if I have disappointed everyone. I was not able to answer anybody's question specifically. I'm extremely sorry. I've tried my level best to answer all the questions which have come up, and I would still love to answer a few more questions which are coming up because there's something which I would like to show people which are present over here. Thank you, Dr. Disha. Thank you, Dr. Amar Ali, for using the chat box for typing in your kind words. Thank you, Dr. Sonam. Dr. Asma, please use the chat box of WhatsApp and type in this question. Once I'm free, I will reply to your question and I'll post those digital marketing agencies. They are not digital marketing agencies, they are digital bloggers, they are Instagrammers whom I spoke of. Just follow them and you will be getting ideas of what you can do. And I'll be posting it on the WhatsApp group. However, I do have a tendency to forget, so please post the question on the WhatsApp group and I'll be giving the answers on the WhatsApp group as well. Dr. Asma. Thank you, Dr. Sonam. I'm happy that you were humbled and it was a great lecture. It was of value to you. I'll still request everyone don't just end this lecture over here. Go ahead and implement this in your life. Become successful. Life is not about crying. Life is about living happily. Life is not about ego. Life is about love. Love life. Love life. Love will come back to you. So Dr. Saida asked me how to make a good team, what all we should consider before hiring the staff and associates. So a good question. So I very frequently tell all this thing to my team members and my associates as well that hire character, train skill. So when you are hiring people, look at the character, look at the type of the person they are. Don't look at their skills because skills can be trained, but character cannot be trained. It has been built by their family members, by their past experiences, by all the problems that they have had in life. So try to understand what type of a person they are by giving them a challenging situation and asking them what would they do if they are in this challenging situation and why would they do this particular thing, and listen to the answer and they would understand what type of a person they are and hire people who is a better human, doesn't know work can definitely be taught. Humanity is difficult to teach. So hire someone who is having character, train them for the skills. Don't do the otherwise. Don't hire skill and then train the character. It's going to be difficult. What all we should consider for making a team. I don't consider many a things. I just see if the person is a fantastic human and then I take them into the team. I put a lot of my time behind them. I sit with them individually as well and I sit with them in groups as well. I try to understand their problems. I try to push them up. Many a times they don't want to speak of their problems to us because they feel that pata nahi sir ko kya lagega. This is a bigger person, and in those times, what happens is my associate helps me because the assistants of the team tell their problems to the associates, and the associates come and tell it to me. And then I very softly go back to the team member and tell them, "This is what has been come to know of. I would like to help you." And then build your team slowly and steadily. Help them for those challenges that they have. And once you help them in their challenges, they'll help you in your challenges, Dr. Zaid. How to make them loyal. Help them, help them, help them. Love your team. I love my team. You asked Chinmay is on unmute. I'm unsure if she'll be able to. Chinmay is on mute. I'm unsure if she'll be able to unmute and speak. Chinmay, if I can request you to speak for a minute over here. A very humble request, Chinmay. I know you are a little occupied as of now. Are you there? If you can unmute yourself, a request to you.
Hello, sir.
Yes. Hi, Beta. So there is a question which Dr. Zaida is asking me how to make them loyal so that they should not leave the practice once they learn everything. So Chinmay, you are loyal and you are just 1.5 month old, Beta. So can
Yes.
you tell me why are you so loyal?
First of all, is the trust you have in me. Then the second thing is the communication that we have in our clinic. I guess that's it. Well,
That's, that's it. So these two things are the foundation, and these two things helped you cross all those barriers that you had, remove those challenges that you had, and you become a better person. And you wanted to connect, and you didn't want to go away. Is that what you are saying, Dr. Chinmay?
yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Chinmay. Thank you. I know you were busy, and yet you came on unmute. Thank you, Beta. Thank you for the replies. So how to make people loyal to you? Be there, ready to help. Nobody is going to stay with you for life, either. Nobody is going to stay with you for life. Someday someone is going to leave. Someday someone is going to leave. जब तक हो तब तक उनको देते जाओ. Don't think of getting back. I never think. So this thing was taught to us in school. So don't think what the country does for you. Think what you can do for the country. Similarly, don't think what the team does for you. Think what you can do for the team. Think what you can do for your patients. And then when you have this attitude, life is Dr. Asma types in her thanks. Thanks for the kind heartedness to help all the other dentists. There are very few persons like me. Thank you, Dr. Asma. Dr. Zaida types in her thank you as well. And Dr. Colonel says very well said. All right, fantastic. Right, so these are the 10 skills that you need to master, and this is what we do continuously in the academy. We are continuously helping people grow. We are continuously helping people visualize what it would become if they master all these skills, and we train them to master all these skills. People love to stay at the academy. They connect with each other. They communicate with me all the personal problems, everything they share with me, and I help them in the problems that they are facing, not only in the clinical problems, their personal lives as well. They become better humans, and that is how you become successful. This is what success is all about. And I'll become more successful when you become more successful. That's what the academy is all about. I would be happier. I would become more satisfied. I would become a better human being if you people go out and start implementing all those things that I spoke of in a much better way. And that's the reason why we at the Academy want to help our fellow members. We don't want to lose touch. We want them to join the Academy, and that's the reason why we are introducing something which is called the blueprint, wherein there are many problems which a person faces. A chain of practice coming up nearby, new changes happening in the dental industry, mindset going wrong, fear of failing, multiple things. Don't know why am I not succeeding? Why is the neighboring dentist succeeding? How does he or she does do everything which is good? How does the same thing doesn't help us? How to do digital marketing if they can do it? Why can't I do it? How to create personal branding? How to create a personal brand? How to do a video marketing? All these things are continuously being taught in the academy. And what we have done is we have recorded all the lectures that have happened till date. It's more than 20 hours of lecture, which has already been present. And every Thursday, the lecture adds by 40 minutes to an hour. Every Thursday, I add up to the lectures because every Thursday, the academy members meet over Zoom at 3 p.m. and we help with the doubts. I take new topics. I help them with more possible ways to come out where they are stuck. And that's what the academy offers. The academy is a 100% lifetime access. One time you purchase it, and you will have lifetime access to all the things that we do at the academy. You can see it, you can watch it as per your convenient time, your convenient position on the comforts of your home or your clinic whenever you are free. Today's lecture was specifically at 3 p.m. However, when you become a part of the academy, you get all these recordings for you and you can watch it as and when you are free. And we give you 365 days of social media post ideas planned out for you. You can just download it, edit the colors, you can customize it, you can add your logos so that it becomes your own personal marketing strategy. And then you can use it to have your own social media content. And you don't need to rely on anybody else. And that's what the academy is all about. You need to become self reliable. That's what the academy is all about. Slowly and steadily, you should not require the academy. You should not require me. I would want you to become independent. That's what the academy is all about. Learn, do it, and go. I would be more happy in you when you become successful. So when a parent sees a kid becoming successful, the parent is more happier in the kid. Similarly, when you all become successful, I'll become more happier than you because you are using all the strategies that we have spoken of and you're struggling. We will speak about the goal setting templates as well. And using these, you will be able to set goals for your own personal life, not just for your dental life, for your own personal life. And we'll be there behind your back to push you and do what you want and achieve your goals. We don't achieve our goals because nobody pushes us. We have to push ourselves. Chinmay, I push her to achieve her goals. Who pushes everybody else doesn't told you. Nobody. I have to push myself. Chinmay helps me. She pushes me. भाई चलो ये करना है वो करना है. She does that. She says her Instagram post banana hai. She does it for the academy. So that is what I've seen in her. I have delegated some part of the academy to her. I've seen that. And that's what the entire life is all about. You should learn and start implementing and become successful so that you don't need us. You can have a one-to-one coaching session with me if you are uncomfortable in asking questions openly in front of everyone. This is a Zoom call where there is nobody else, and you can ask me as many times you want. This says it's just a one-time one-to-one session. However, we are offering unlimited one-to-one sessions to our fellow members because I don't want you all to struggle here. Please come out this struggle phase soon. So have Zoom calls, have your personal problems mentioned to me that, you know what, this is the problem that I'm facing at the dental practice. I'm not having patient flow. I want to increase the patient flow. Or I'm having a good patient flow. However, not many get converted to treatments. So once I understand what is the problem, I can figure out a perfect possible solution for you. And that's what the academy is all about. And finally, we have a private telegram and a WhatsApp group. We have weekly inner circle calls happening in every Thursday wherein we speak our hearts out, we speak to our fellow members, we try to understand how to push them, how to buckle them up, we give them more ways, more selling tips, more branding tips, we help them with Canva designing tips, and all these things are being spoken of at the academy. And since I want to help people, the original price that was at this is being cut. And for only a limited time, for the next 5 minutes, I want to help the action takers. Please go ahead and use this dirt cheap rate of 4,999, and I promise you this money will be a completely value for money investment if you join the academy. And the way you can join the academy, you can just press the link which is present in the chat box, get that money paid, and I'll be there behind your back, always be there for helping you, because nobody was there behind me. I know how it feels when nobody is behind it. I know how it felt when I all the questions which were in my mind, nobody had answers to them. I didn't knew whom to approach to. And there's a reason why we are present over here with this dirt cheap rate at the academy of 4,999. If you want to join the academy, if you feel that I am that person who can help you out of all your dental problems, if I am that person who can continuously motivate you, continuously be there for you, push you, pull you, whatsoever it takes it, then go ahead and go and press on that link, because I'm sure that you will become successful if you join hands with people who are successful. There are many people who are doing it. And let me do one thing for you. Let me go ahead and show you a video testimonial of a dentist who is a part of the academy.
Hi, my name is Dr. Kanan Bobra Bora, and I'm a practicing dentist from Borivali, Mumbai. I have known Dr. Jashan since the past 14 years. I've been into my private practice since the past 3 years. In the initial year of my practice, I faced so many obstacles with regards to dealing with certain kind of patients, money management, soft skills with the patient, a lot of things. And I always felt that these were the things that were never taught in our college. So for these things, I used to always turn to Dr. Jashan because I had seen him to grow from his small practice to a huge patient base, and he was always ready to help. So this year, when I found out that Dr. Jashan has co-founded Dental Uplifting Academy, I enrolled myself for their courses, and have been applying those tips and tricks in my clinic during this COVID times also, and it is helping me a lot to bring in a lot of patients. So I would definitely recommend his course, and I would like to thank him because he has come up with something that will help a lot of dentists to grow in their practice and make less mistakes when they enter into their private practice. So once again, thank you, Dr. Jashan.
More testimonials coming in from different doctors present in different parts of the country, people using it to become successful. If there are any more questions, please feel free to ask me. Even if you don't join the academy, your questions will be answered, because I love to help people. I love to help people. Don't get stuck. Don't get stuck. That's the only thing that I want. Please move ahead. Please grow. Please grow. Don't get stuck. Become successful. Love life. It's very easy to become successful once you get the hang of it. But until you get the hang of it, you should know how to get the right source of information, with how to get the right person helping you, and how to start moving ahead. It's very important to move ahead. It's very important to grow. If you having any questions over here, I'm open to questions, and then that would be the end of today's lecture. Any questions related to today's topic, any question related to the academy and its stuff, I'm open to all questions. Yes, Dr. Khyati will be letting you know of the next lecture. We will be providing a recording of this lecture as well. If somebody wants a recording, we'll be doing it by tomorrow. Are we having any more questions from people over here? People are now silent and they don't want to use the chat box. All right, so I have no more questions coming in. So the only thing that I want to say right now for you is I want to wish you all the best for your future. Take action. I spoke of 10 things. I'll just open that thing again. Take a screenshot immediately. These are the 10 skills for success. Start implementing it. Start implementing it. Become successful. Dr. Asma, I'll send the link of joining on the group. Just give me a minute. I'll do that. And you will have the link on the WhatsApp group as well. Where is the group? Yeah, that's the link which is present in the group. Go ahead and understand how does it look like. If you want to join, go ahead and join it. If you have still more questions, please feel free to ask. And don't just stop over here. As I was saying, become successful. That's the only thing that I want. I want success for all of you present over here. And Dr. Pratmesh, I know the person that you are seeing today is not more different than what you have seen at my hospital. I've become through the struggle today a different person. This is what struggle and lots of years of hard work and training have made me, and I love life. I am so happy with everything. Thank you, Pratmesh, for sending in this message. Someday, if I'm passing through Nasik, I'll definitely come and meet you over there. Thank you, everyone, for joining the lecture. Go ahead, take control of your life, take quick action, implement all those things that we speak. And I'm sure you'll become a much more successful person and a better person. And remember, love God, love humanity, and then life is very easy. So that's it from our side in today's meetup. As I have no more questions which are to be answered, we'll be closing the lecture over here. Thank you for your time and your presence. That's it. Have a great Sunday evening.